Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Week Deep Dive, covering market moves in indexes, sectors, stocks, and global markets. The week ending Friday, February 13th, 2026. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. Key indexes moved down this week. The S&P 500 index closed at 6,836.18, dropping 96.13 points. The Dow 30 index marked a new all-time high close at 49,500.94, despite falling 614.74 points. The Nasdaq Composite Index sharply declined, down 484.54 points to 22,546.67, signaling strong downward volatility. Market breadth reflected mixed trends. The S&P 500 index showed more advances with 307 on the week against 184 declines. The Nasdaq Composite Index experienced more pressure with 1,853 stocks declining and 1,188 advancing, while Russell 2000 Index had a positive bias, seeing 995 advances. This week, the Nasdaq Composite Index saw a 2% drop on total returns, leading the declines among indices. Conversely, the S&P 400 MidCap Index outpaced with monthly gains over 3.6%, reinforcing a strong positive yearly trend. The long-term return showcase revealed the Nasdaq Composite Index achieved the highest ARR at 23.74% over 3 years, while the Russell 2000 Index also posted robust yearly returns of 15.97%, suggesting a robust upward trajectory.
Checking out best and worst performing equities, I'm Penny Stock. Algorhythm led with a colossal gain of 262.4%, closing at 3.48. It achieved a new one-year high after closing up 2 weeks straight, showing a very strong positive trend despite being flat for 273 days. JIADE showed strong performance with a one-week total return boost of 164.5%, closing at 3.81. This aligns with its strong positive trend. Meanwhile, Borealis Foods ended at 1.62, experiencing an all-time low closing and a mixed negative trend. Neo Concept International Group rose to 2.39, recording a new all-time low previously on February 10, yet maintaining a strong positive trend. Tahura Biosciences showed upward volatility, closing at 1.33, up 111.4%, but faced a mixed trend. Turning to big caps, Generac shares surged 22.2%, ending at 224.45, marking a very strong positive trend with severe upward volatility. Similarly, Texas Pacific Land achieved new heights, closing at 432.31, climbing for 7 consecutive weeks. Akamai Technologies advanced at 111.76 this week, showing a very strong positive trend. Smurfit Westrock continued upward, closing at 51.56, and Iron Mountain hit a new one-year high, finishing the week at 109.83. Texas Pacific Land held a substantial 10-year ARR of 41.8%, while Iron Mountain maintained a 10-year return of 314.8%. Generac followed with a 10-year ARR of 23.1%, showing sustained growth. Dropping to the underperformers, ScanTech AI Systems fell 81.8%, closing at 0.27, hitting a new all-time low. Autozi Internet Technology slumped to 0.46 with a 73.6% loss, marking 5 consecutive weeks of decline. Biorestorative Therapies and American Rebel both suffered drops of over 72%. Biorestorative closed at 0.28, while American Rebel settled at 0.30, showing a very strong negative trend. This week's worst-performing stocks include ScanTech AI Systems, ending at 27 cents with an impressive plunge of 81.8%. Liminatis Pharma, Atozai Internet Technology, Bio-Restorative Therapies, and American Rebel also hit new all-time lows, reflecting very strong negative trends across their portfolios with downward volatility. Notable big-cap stocks like CBRE and Waters showed significant declines. CBRE fell 16.1% to a closing price of $142.31, reflecting a very strong negative trend, while Waters is down 15.1% ending at $323.37, highlighting very strong downward volatility. For weekly returns, big cap companies show a steep decline with CBRE and Charles River Laboratories, both registering a very strong negative trend. CBRE's returns show a 16.1% drop, while Charles River saw a 14.7% decline, compounded by strong downward volatility. Looking at annual returns, Waters experienced a dramatic year-long total return decline of -14.7%. Meanwhile, Arthur J. Gallagher saw negative trends persist, with a new one-year lower close at $208.45, registering a total return of -36.6% over the past year.
And now onto U.S. sector performance. The utilities sector led, closing at 471.68, up 31.39, hitting a new all-time high. This marks 3 consecutive upwards weeks for utilities, showcasing a very strong positive trend. The real estate sector closed at 276.37, a rise of 10.31, recording a new one-year high with robust upward volatility. The basic materials sector also marked a new all-time high at 669.60, highlighting a very strong positive trend. Market breadth shows strong performance in the utilities sector, with one-day advances at 67 and declines at 17. The energy sector saw the most substantial advances, with 126 and just 21 declines. Conversely, the real estate sector had a more mixed performance with more decliners than advancers over a month, reflecting its volatility. The utilities sector achieved a 7.13% return this week, with an average daily return of 1.39%, showing strong momentum. The basic materials sector posted a considerable 16.58% year-to-date return, indicating robust performance. Despite being lower, the energy sector consistently delivered a year-to-date return of 21.32%, contributing to its continuing upward trend. Long-term returns remain noteworthy across sectors. The basic materials sector leads with a 10-year annualized return of 10.29%, demonstrating consistent growth. The energy sector follows closely with a prominent one-year return of 22.47%. Meanwhile, the utilities sector maintains a steady long-term annual rate of 7.41% over 10 years.
Turning to the utilities sector, several stocks showed impressive gains this week. Vistra closed at 171.49, rising by 21.84. NRG Energy also performed well, ending at 172.35, up 19.3 with strong upward volatility. Edison International and PG&E both hit new one-year highs. Constellation Energy closed at 288.43, showing mixed trends. Examining recent total returns, NRG Energy posted a weekly total return of 12.4%, highlighting its strong upward trend. Meanwhile, Edison International and PG&E maintained consecutive weekly gains, each advancing over 10%. Constellation Energy showed a positive 10.3% weekly total return, despite its prevailing negative trend. Assessing long-term performance, NRG Energy's 10-year total return impressively stands at 1,699.06%, averaging an ARR of 33.5%. Edison International recorded moderate 10-year returns at 15.71%, while PG&E's performance suffered a decline over the same decade. Notably, Vistra and Constellation Energy had less data for a full 10-year review.
This week's sector downturn is led by the financial services sector, closing at 857.57, down 43.56 points. It shows a very strong negative trend with noticeable downward volatility. Communication services and consumer cyclical sectors also closed down significantly amid mixed trends and high volatility. In a tough week, financial services stood out with 458 weekly declines, far exceeding its 131 advances, indicating a poor sector performance. Similarly, the communication services faced more decliners than advancers, contributing to its downturn. Volatility in consumer cyclical also led to a higher number of weekly declines. Looking at returns, financial services fell sharply with a weekly total return of -4.83%. In contrast, communication services has witnessed a similar trend with a -3.5% weekly total return. Consumer cyclical was not far behind, marking a -2.1% total downturn for the week. Over the long term, financial services shows a 10-year annual rate of return at 12.02%. Meanwhile, communication services gained significantly over 3 years, boasting a 34.33% return. Consumer cyclical has a steady growth over a decade with a 12.72% annual return.
In the financial services sector, stocks displayed significant downturns. Arthur J. Gallagher closed at 208.45, down 33.13, marking a 13.7% drop with a new one-year low. Willis Towers Watson plunged 42.30, a 12.8% decline, also hitting a new one-year low. Ameriprise Financial decreased 69.32, or 12.7%, continuing a strong negative trend. The financial services sector's total and average daily returns indicate a bleak outlook. Arthur J. Gallagher and Willis Towers Watson showed severe weekly and monthly downturns. Meanwhile, Ameriprise Financial exhibited a slight year-to-date improvement compared to the drastic weekly losses. All companies recorded significant negative trends and strong downward volatility. Reviewing the total and annual returns, Arthur J. Gallagher endured a 36.6% loss over 1 year, contrasting with a notable 10-year ARR of 18.4%. Ameriprise Financial showed resilience with a 10-year ARR of 19.4%. Despite recent declines, these long-term investments showed some positive growth over the decade.
Thanks for watching. I'm Max Profit, along with my AI co-host Penny Stock. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.